Dear Josh Jacobs, my shining star, my fantasy heartbeat, my Sunday hope, you were the one, my blessed player, my war horse, the man I was ready to honor with a throwback jersey, 1925 edition. I cheered your every yard, every rumble through the line, believing you could carry me, like always, to victory. But then, on that final Packers play, the lights dimmed. A fumble. My joy slipped through your hands. And with it, 2 precious points gone like a whisper in Lambeau Field's cold night air. Still, I can't be mad. Because like fantasy football and love, it's cruel and faithful all at once. So this is to you, Josh Jacobs, the hero who broke my heart. Here we have our Week 10 recap. Really good stuff happening here, but the heartbreak goes on. I am all but out of the playoffs at this point. And it's not Josh Jacobs' fault. He's my number one player. He scored the most this week. Okay, 19.7 points. With all these duds going on, bro. I would have won if I played Tet. If I played Tet over Justin Jefferson, I win. Justin Jefferson, when J.J. McCarthy plays quarterback, just all of a sudden forget how to run routes? How does Naylor have a touchdown and 100 billion yards? And Justin Jefferson's over there like, I forgot how to run routes, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. We have the Daniel Jones interception, -2 points. But the heartbreak ensues. I was pulling for Josh Jacobs all night. It didn't look good. Then it started looking better. Then they hit him with a little screen, and he punches in the touchdown to get 22 points, putting me just 1 point above my boy Eric Tucker here. And then for some reason, they do this weird thing where the line's like, I don't know what a block is. They all come through. He's got the ball up here for some reason. Comes out, -2 points, giving Eric the dub here, moving him into the 6th spot of the playoffs and me into 8th. It ain't over yet, but I just cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Like I said, I could have played Mariota. Could have played Luke Musgrave and been even closer to this. I'm just confused, man. My team is projected this week 134 points. How do you miss a projection by 32? The numbers like my team. My team doesn't like my team. This fool's hurt. Missed a touchdown grab. I got like 5 scenarios where I could have won this and just didn't. I know he probably the same way, but still, man, come on. I hate fantasy. And that's that. Then we have Mr. Aaron Stewart dropping the points here against Mr. Free XP, who now moves into 10th. You better watch out, because your boy in 11 is cooking. Of course, nobody slacking here on the side of Aaron. One person under double digits in his kicker, Mr. Reichert, picking up Egbuka, JSN, and even had Jamar Chase out. Aaron, I'm just could probably just run away with this thing. Jamar Chase, Egbuka, and JSN all on the same team. He might get 100 out of them, just 3 from week to week. Watch out. Drew, unfortunately, with Dobbs here at 1.3. And then every time, dude, Jameson Williams is the new Kyle Pitts. Every time he has him on the bench, he scores and goes off. Every time he plays him, he gets under 5. Jameson Williams, the new Kyle Pitts. He plays him. I still don't think he has a chance, but Seahawks D at 21. 5, 20, No, still not close because he dropped 156 on you. Just getting production out of everybody. And obviously Matthew Stafford and Kyron Williams there. So Drew moves to 10th. Aaron moves to 2nd with a nice little 3 or 4-way tie, I think, for first at this point, and those differentiating factors being based on points scored. Now, the upset of the century, baby. We had 2-7 Buffering Blitz in our 11th spot versus 7-2, number 1 for the entire season, Alex Cook. He does end up going down thanks to a couple of monster performances from the Jets defense. Jahmyr Gibbs with 38.2 and Drake London with 24.4, just laying it on here. And it's just all around a bad week for our boy Alex here. Javonte was out. McCaffrey is, honestly, that's a low score for him. That's underperforming for him. Everybody else seems to be okay-ish. And then Jalen Hurts underperformed as well. So our 11th seed getting the win and shaking things up for those bye weeks, those ever important bye weeks at the end of the season. And we'll look at the standings when we're done here. Next we have almost, dude, talking about me being so close. 12-point differentiator here for one of our biggest slingers with 40 points from Achane and still only getting 115 because everybody else underperformed. Brock Bowers for 4, Kristen Watson at 6.5. He had Rashee Rice out. Crazy work here, and I think he was just one. Yeah, he had Travion Henderson on the bench here going for 28. That seals the deal. Even Woody Marks, not quite. But just one change here and it's over. And we have the humongous upset. Nevertheless, we don't. Jake is rocking over 100 points, which is great, but still solidly now in that 12th spot as Dylan has won 2 in a row and is now at that 3-7 mark. Next, we have Grayson at 4-6 in our 9th spot. And now, Mr. Blake Sargent was wild at first, thanks to Quentin Johnston. Traded him away. Now has slowly but surely entered in our number 1 seed with 132 points here against Grayson. Obviously all on the shoulders of one of the sickest performances and sickest years we have ever seen from a running back in Mr. Jonathan Taylor here. Even with Bo Nix only hitting 5, even with Josh Downs only hitting 1. Woo! What have we been worse? We have the change here. 132 points. This puts him in number 1. There's a 4-way tie for first. And the points for is what's giving him that edge. 3 from Merritt. I mean, come on, man. You just wonder why some of these dudes continually get started. Or like, what is the point? I guess it's their offensive scheme, whatever it comes down to. I mean, next year I'm going to do a little bit more research on like, hey, if I'm going to get one of these best receivers in the league, like, do they actually throw the ball? Or are they just running it the whole time? Right, I got Kenneth Walker as a running back 1, but actually he does start the game. But they take him out as soon as they're past the 20. Is this offensive coordinator? Is this coach? Is this what's the deal? I'll be doing a little more digging on that, as I'm sure everybody will. But hey, we'll look at the standings, dude. This is the league, bro. Competitive every week. You did have a major upset. You almost had another major upset. Keep going, boys. This is fun. We only have, I think, 5 more games here. 4 more games, actually. And that's it for the regular season. Then we had a really close one here, something that is going to shake up these playoffs potentially if, unfortunately, Mr. Kuntz continues to lose. He's in that 5th spot, but he's moving to 6-4. Ryan at that 7th spot, moving to 5-5. Me and Ron play at the end of the season. I think that game's gonna be a big deal. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. But with Dale here, just 3.9 points from Pittman, 5.7 from Kincaid after going off last week. Who would have known that you wanted to start Theo Johnson over Dalton Kincaid? Nobody would have known that. And then, of course, freaking Charbonnet, bane of my existence because I drafted Kenneth Walker, getting all the touchdowns while Walker does all the work. A.J. Brown at 3.3 is just maniacal, dude. Jackson Dart at 26.3, but he does get the win out here. Bijan going for 10. So even on a down week, we're saved by Kittle and McConkey going 23 and 20, up at the 119 mark. So that's our recap for week 10. Let's check these standings. Huge shakeups, baby. We love to see it. We'll come here and see. All right, here we go. Number 1 spot, Blake Sargent at a 1,360.3 points for, moving him into that number 1 spot. And then right behind him is Aaron at number 2, just 30 points behind there. We have Will at number 3. There's a big drop off here. The Gunslingers are over 1,300. We have 1,287 from Will and 1,241 from Alex. So that's what we'll want to pay attention to here as we move forward. Dale now the sole team at 6 and 4, 74% chance to make the playoffs. These 4 practically locked in, although no one has clinched quite yet. Eric at 46, Ryan at 51, me at 17, Grayson at 12, and then we drop to 8, 2, and 1. Now Dylan, I know this is a 2% chance, but what that essentially means is you have doubled your chances to enter the playoffs with that win you just got. Sitting at 300 there, I'm at 400, 4 and 6. You know, we'll look at this in the week 11 preview, but I play Aaron. Doesn't look good for me. If I somehow beat Aaron and Eric and Ryan lose, I've got a chance to move up here. But we'll check all that out in our week 11 preview. Keep going, boys. This is super exciting. We now have a 4-way tie for that number 1 spot. And just so you all know, the number 1 and number 2 spots do get a bye week in that week 15. So as it stands now, we would have Dale and Alex and Eric versus Will. The winner playing Aaron. The winner of Alex and Dale playing Blake. I'm not gonna lie. Will and Aaron and Alex and Blake sounds like the sickest playoffs ever, because we all know those dudes throw down. We'll be very, very excited to get into that, especially those videos. And maybe a watch party here for 15, because 15 at the moment is still Dylan and Jake. But one more loss here and one more win here, that's flipped. So watch out. We might have a Christway staff battle royale for that last spot. And I've talked to some folks. You are doing it. You are doing the punishment. So that's it, boys. Keep it good. Also, Josh Jacobs, love you, man, but you broke my heart. Probably not getting that jersey. Probably going Jackson Dart to keep that giant fan base going. If he has any brain cells left. So have a good week. We'll see you on Thursday. Thanks.